me?
Sure.
I'm on the restream. I'm on the restream right now.
Okay. Yeah. I will say words and also things.
Is the rando online or is it offline? Okay, there it is. Okay.
Sounds good, I think.
Hello for anyone here. How are you doing? My name is Smith.
Keep talking, Smith.
It sounds fine.
Cool.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
hell yeah, Destiny Islands.
Yeah. But I don't want to hear myself talking because I'm going to get myself confused.
I know, right? I see.
Oh, okay, they haven't started yet.
No, no, no.
Okay, cool.
Well, there we go. Now he's live. Cole is now live. He just went live. Cool.
For those of you joining in, hello. How are you doing?
Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. It's Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday.
I mean, technically it's Saturday.
Dude, I gotta think about that. Are you sure that's Spoon's feed? Okay. Because I'm on his stream and he's just chill. Like, he's been on... Hope I don't get ads. Ads!
Immediate ad pops up for Sonic.
Yeah, Spoon's been on starting menu for a bit.
I mean, you know, if the Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix Rando was subbed to the channels, we wouldn't have to worry about ads. If I need to drop, like, if we need to drop a fat like to them and like follow, I'll do it. Like, I'll pay. I don't care. I'll just PayPal $5 to whoever.
Oh, right.
Man, this is gonna be odd when we get ads while racing. Unless maybe we could have the common courtesy of having them turn off ads for just the race, but probably not.
I don't know.
Oh wait, you can't do that anymore. That's right. I forgot. Twitch said like, haha, you're still getting an ad, whether you like it or not.
Thanks, Twitch. It's all Jeff Bezos' fault. How dare he?
Jeff Bezos.
All right. Got things open and set. Pause my watching of a good enough summary of Kingdom Hearts.
I love that.
It's so good.
No, it's looking fine.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, I don't see any problems.
Not that I can really tell. All right. It should be good. Here we go.
And they're off to the races, I think. There they go.
I've actually got their individual streams opened, so I don't get the additional delay.
Okay. I think there may have been a little bit of a desync thing, so I don't think. Oh, the timers haven't even started either. FYI, Balkan.
That would be good.
So as you can see, they're running so fast that the timer hasn't even started yet.
Right? It's lightning fast. Look, 3 seconds and they're already in the shop.
Yeah.
Damn,
it's fast.
I saw Fantasia in the shop.
Well, that's good. That'll give them
So
some way of draining their MP when they go fight Zigbar.
Something. Oh, we started with Nog Smash though.
Okay.
That is, as the boys would say, poggers.
I guess.
So anyways, welcome anybody joining us. My name is KH2Rando. Joining me today,
Smithville. You remember me from the last league and also the server. I'm a top 64 entrant in the last league race.
Hey, congratulations!
I mean, there was no qualifier. It was just 64 people. Unlike this batch of skill, we didn't have a qualifier.
Yeah, it's really blown up. Rando's gotten super popular. We've gotten tons of entrants for every tournament, which has been really just awesome.
And today what we're seeing here is, well, the top 8. And in this match, it's Koaltoul versus Spoon. Both very good racers, proven their mettle time and time again. And here we can see them doing the classic Pride Land start. Cole absolutely destroying the enemies in the beginning, as a champ would do. Spoon having a little bit of trouble getting control of the fight, but after the rodeo command, you should have a good, decent bit of control. But an unfortunate death.
Let's see how consistent he is at this backup. So the first time you do this fight, oh what? He got it on the retry. He got the quick command on his retry.
So I'm going to be behind because I'm watching the restream.
Oh, see, I'm watching the individual ones. That way, our commentary is synced up with the viewer's video.
That is understandable.
That was my thought.
Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and open those up right now. So keep talking while I do that.
Yeah. So normally, the first time you do this fight, you can just hold up left and mash triangle, and you'll always get the reaction command for the rodeo. But if you die and have to retry it, you usually can't do that. And so there's a backup that you do. You run back to the back of the arena, then you run all the way forward, and then you can get it still pretty consistently right there. But Spoon got that quick reaction command regardless. But that is certainly a nice little time gain there for Cole. Both these players definitely very, very good. Obviously, you got to be good to make top 8 here. Cole was actually the one that knocked me out of the tournament. He had slightly better routing than I did, but way better execution. Just way better execution all around. So, looking forward to this race, seeing what's going on.
Pride Lands is pretty much deemed the best start for those of you who may be new to the randomizer or don't play it as often. Pride Lands is considered one of the better openings simply because it gets you at a decent level when you leave. There's 20 some odd checks, which are easy to do, and you don't need any movement to get around faster, so it's always a plus.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is having movement. Glides and quick runs and aerial dodges and high jumps will speed up other worlds, but they don't really help here, so it's beneficial to do this world first because it doesn't really get faster, you know? So, picking up a couple of things. I saw a report in there, report 10, saying that 100 Acre Wood has 2 important checks. Place your bets now, Starry Hill proof, yay or nay. Actually, I don't think we have bets, but, you know.
We can make our own predictions.
We can.
But ideally, the best Pride Lands is to leave the world at about 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes or so.
Right.
leaving time for menuing. You can leave at about 4.5 minutes if you don't do a menu in the beginning and don't go to the shop. And that can give you a 45-second lead, which can kind of start compounding if they're dying to the first fight in Pride Lands. So it's kind of a gambit that I do on occasions. But usually afterwards, most people go to Halloween Town or they'll go start doing free checks. Since they have dodge roll, they can move around a little bit quicker. But dodge roll isn't like the best movement. You'd want something like aerial dodge and glide, quick run.
Right. I saw they did get an aerial dodge and a high jump. Personally, if I get one of those, I like to go either into Hollow Bastion or into Disney Castle. Having that high jump or that aerial dodge just makes moving around the courtyard a little bit easier, you know?
Understandable.
And that's typically a world that I want to go to anyway. But Halloween Town, definitely a solid play. You get more experience here. You can dance call this entire world. Jack's Limit is one of the best in the game, without a doubt.
With
Cole actually
high jump
for extra
and,
experience.
Yeah, he's going to do the extra experience, which is always a decent thing to do, especially if you want to make sure you have some levels on you. Because by the time, if you do the Pride Lands opener, and then by the time you leave, if you're playing on 1.5 times experience, then Sora should be level 8 or so. Also, if Jack kills something in the courtyard or in the graveyard while you're walking, you can get a level off of that. But with high jump and aerial dodge, I would usually go to Agrabah because there's some neat things there.
So we got another report 11, pointing to Hollow Bastion, letting us know that Hollow Bastion has 8 important checks. So that's pretty solid. Hollow Bastion has more checks than any world, but I think the average for Hollow Bastion is about 6. So 8 is definitely better than average. I don't know if that'll really change the routing for either of these players. It's still a pretty popular play. I don't think anybody really avoids Hollow Bastion.
No, sometimes Hollow Bastion, a lot of people, if you ask them, will do it for a different time and a different reason. Some people like getting the level on final in the beginning. Some people don't like doing the Bailey very early. And then when you do the computer and do you have the member card to get in? Like, now that we have that added, there's many a choice you have to make now.
So we'll have to see what level Cole is when he leaves Halloween Town versus what level Spoon is, because I don't think Spoon goes for that extra XP. He likes to just go.
I'm gonna anticipate he's either gonna be level 8 or 9. After this, he'll probably hit 8, and then if he does the boxes on the way out, he'll hit 9. Unless he's already hit 8.
So again, as we said, dance call, fantastic limit, just so good,
so powerful.
In this fight,
if you don't use the limits very often when you play, like, you're missing out on a good show. Ooh, a reflect. All right, that's pretty great. Big.
Yeah, that reflect is going to be really nice for both of them.
And cleaning up the Candy Cane Lane, Holiday Hill. Level 10. Okay, so you got a lot of experience then from
level 10. And I think he'll get level 11 if he hits the Jack in the Boxes on his way out, which I think he also likes to do that as well.
Yeah, it appears as though Spoon's having a couple of frame problems with his stream. At least I'm getting a couple of frame dips.
Yeah, I think that's coming from Spoon's end.
Blizzard might compel them to go to Bailey just to do the Bailey fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Blizzard's certainly nice to have to speed up that fight.
And Reflect is also a nice thing to have to parry the Samurai. Horizontal Slash. Okay, well, Cole's feeling a lot more confident now. Having Horizontal Slash means that Zigbar is all but free for him. But actually that doesn't make any sense to me, all but free. He's free. Stay free.
Yeah, I know Cole was practicing earlier. He Got himself a go mode. And, ooh, auto limits.
Auto limit is very interesting to do here.
Does he have... Do they have light and
Is
dark?
he-
Did I not see that?
No. If he had light and dark, he would have immediately turned... Is he forcing final this early?
No, I'm not sure why he...
Or was he just trying to get the level?
I don't know. I guess he just wanted the the limit level.
Understandable.
I'm not sure why he ran
feels
out and back
odd.
in.
Yeah, that feels odd. Like a little bit of a time waste. Probably could have done that somewhere else. Namely, like if you're going to SP, you could have done that on the cube minigame. But Disney Castle it is. Let's go. So
He ended up
Disney
not
Castle-
killing
go ahead.
his Jack in the Boxes on the way out.
I mean, I think he maybe nicked one of them with the finisher, but probably not. So,
But he does leave at level 10, and Spoon now leaving Halloween Town. Looks like Spoon is also going to go for killing those Jack in the Boxes. So he's only going to have like a 1 level lead at max, I think.
probably.
I think this gets you to level 9. But that means that Cole is, he's got a little bit closer to 1 more check. I know he's a fan of doing that, sort of getting those early checks, which can compound. If you get something good early and you have it for the whole run, it saves you little chunks of time the whole way through. That's definitely the biggest evidence for shotgunning being good.
No, 100%. And also, like, Disney Castle, Halloween Town, and Pride Lands are kind of the trinity of places to start and, like, places to go in a run. Mostly because you can find relatively decent things, and it's, like, maybe close to 50 checks in total. Counting, like, pop-ups and stuff like that. So you're getting a lot of items, and a lot of checks. But, if you don't have the
Red
movement-
Buddha.
Red Buddha. Valor form.
Valor form does not does not auto track because of the game is dumb. We can blame Genie for it.
I mean, Genie, 100%. Let's see. So Fake is an interesting Keyblade. Wait, why did you put on Auto Valor if you have Valor? Cool. Okay.
I don't know.
I hope Auto Valor doesn't eat... Like, Auto Valor is going to eat over Auto Limit if he has Goofy in the party, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on how those interact. I'm not a big fan of using the auto forms myself. Of course, it can be very beneficial to use those, but
depends on where you are, and depends on really what you're doing. In my experience, Auto Wisdom is probably one of the more useful autos, mostly because you find a lot of Heartless in the game. So
true.
It was very clean mini escort, but we still have the second part.
So he is pushing into Timeless River. This is sort of a... originally, this was an obvious play. Everybody did this. But I know as of late, people have been sort of ignoring it. It's not particularly fast. It's a few more minutes. This escort is kind of slow. Getting into Timeless is a little bit slow. But the checks are easy. The checks are certainly easy.
Because you're never at risk of getting one shot by these bolt towers.
Right.
And like I don't like going to Timeless River anymore, mostly because like in total it's just 14 checks. And like that's the same as Halloween Town, so I kind of feel like I'm squandering my time where instead I could go to something like Agrabah where there's 20 for me to possibly get. And with a Reflect, I can do the treasure room relatively easy. Magnet as well. So, there's options you can come up with. I think we've gotten to a point now in the randomizer where you can be very fluid with what you do.
Certainly.
It's not rules anymore. You don't have to go from Pride Lands to Halloween Town to Disney Castle. You have freedom to basically go wherever you want. Go to Beast Castle first if you want to. You might get lucky.
Yeah. I mean, in Beast Castle, I think is a world that tends to get ignored, but is actually a very good place. There's 22 checks in Beast Castle if you go all the way up to Beast Room, and it's really only a couple of minutes to do that. It's not a horribly long world. Again, it's a low battle level, so you usually don't have to worry about dying there. So you're not risking any major time loss.
I
Alright, we're getting some
a reset, or Spoon's taking a reset.
Yeah, I'm not. I know he was having some issues. I'm not sure if it's his internet or if it's his computer. Um, but hopefully this doesn't cost him too much.
I don't think it's too much of a demanding thing right now, because he technically has the first 3 checks of Land of Dragons over Cole. It's not much, but I mean, that was a good old Pete. I like that old Pete. Good job. Okay, understandable.
Get some easy Valor experience there as well.
Gotta love easy Valor experience. But probably after Timeless River, I'm gonna anticipate he's gonna go to Agrabah. It feels like a smart play, especially if we're still looking for Final Form or Light and Dark, so we can go about getting Final Form to do Twilight Town and Hollow Bastion, since we know Hollow Bastion's 8 checks. Also, when will they check? The first turn page when they get it? Who knows? Quick run. That's good. Cole may completely change his mind and now go do Roxas, which I would not fault him for, because that is a very smart thing to do pretty early. He has aerial dodge, he has high jump, quick run. He can get away from Roxas relatively easy, and then start your 2.5 minute timers.
Magnet, Reflect, Thunder, Blizzard for the magics at this point.
I mean,
so those are all really good. He's really not worried about anything at this point. It's sort of whatever he feels like doing, I think.
Come on, Light and Dark.
Hoping for that vanilla ability.
Unfortunate. There's always a percent chance.
Just a fire boost, though.
Okay, alright, so let's see where we're heading to next, Cole. Now, let's talk about the racers a little bit. Cole, I champion Cole. Cole is my spirit animal. I channel him when I race, just not the bad decisions, but he's an excellent runner nonetheless. And I figured he would go to Agrabah next. It's one of the worlds you check, because there's a lot of things to do.
Absolutely.
And there's just many things you can do. This is one of those forced fights where you can die, so you usually just smack the bandit once, and then he starts comboing you to death. If you have once more a second chance, depending on what he does and depending on your defense, you could prolong the fight accidentally. So you always want to be cognizant of that.
Well, once more and second chance wouldn't make a difference there, because once you get down to, I think, 30 or 40% of your health.
It keeps you from doing that, because you have to go under that.
Right.
So if you have once more and he does the multiple slashes, then it's going to keep you in the middle of that combo until it's done, and then you have to get hit again. Because that's the one that lets you withstand a combo. Second chance, if they go for a heavy jump slash attack, which never happens, but that can basically put you in the second chance range. If you don't have second chance, then it's always a one shot at low level. We got Cure, so now we have an easier way of draining MP, now with Horizontal Slash. Just looking for a Berserk Charge in Final, and then Zigbar is pretty much on the plate.
Absolutely.
And both of these racers are very good at doing the World That Never Was, so it's pretty much going to be a race to finish that up. Well, it's already a race.
But yeah, Cole and Spoon are both very comfortable with the World That Never Was. And I think they both like to do it somewhat early, basically as soon as they feel ready to do so. They want to push it. You don't want to put it off too long, hoping to find something that'll make it easier when those tools are just in the World That Never Was. So as soon as you feel comfortable doing it, it's certainly good to do so. And neither of them is afraid of it. They both know tons of different strats for it. So we'll probably see a World That Never Was push pretty early, if I had to guess, in this seed.
Most likely. And that's the great thing about the World That Never Was, is that it's never a time loss. You have to do it because it's how you win the game. But doing it in stages, so doing Roxas first and then getting up to Zigbar, you don't lose any time to that, and you've checked 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 chests by then?
15, and then including the 2 pop-ups and the get bonus on Roxas, it's 15 total checks before Zigbar.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things you can get for doing. Who's been hinted now? Or is that how that works when it turns blue?
Yes, so the hint system, I guess we haven't talked about that at all.
Yeah.
I'm sure most of you watching are at least somewhat familiar with the hint system. Whenever they get one of the secret Ansem reports, it will point to a world and let you know how many important checks are in that world. The important checks...
Quick reset, so we'll come back in a little bit.
Oh, yikes. Well, I hope he's alright. But yeah, so the important checks are magics, drive forms, summons, the proofs, obviously, the three proofs that you need to beat the game, and then once more second chance, and then reports themselves, and torn pages are all the important checks. So that 2 by the 100 Acre Wood means that there are 2 important checks in the 100 Acre Wood. And then the fact that it turned blue, this is a new feature. Part of the hint logic says that every proof has to be hinted, right? But there are only 13, so there are 13 reports, and there are 16 places to look, including levels and drive forms. But the additional